Hello, welcome to another training video. This is Dr. Deyamport, an instructional technologist with the district. Uh, this video is a training video is going to happen to be on Skype in the classroom. And what I really love about Skype in the classroom is that it actually brings the world into your classroom. So whether you're bringing in experts or your students are engaging in conversations from with other students, either across the country or across the world, it really brings in a depth and breadth to the subject area that you are teaching. So again, I'm not going to show you how to create a Skype account. If you have created an email account, then you pretty much know how to create a Skype account. Excuse me. It's that simple. So, I'm going to show you what Skype looks like before I get into sort of projects and different avenues and other things that you can do. So as you can see here, this is, my Skype account. And right here, you see connections. And so these are all of the people that I am connected with. And I have a couple of relatives here. But this is Dr. Strange, who teaches an ed tech course at the University of South Alabama. And then there are professors here. And then, there are teachers that I connect with on a regular basis. And here, as you see, Dr. Williams, principal of Berger Middle. So, if you look here at Skype, you can put here and post a message. You can look at your history, and here your history will show a history of the texts that you have been putting in, or what has happened. So, for example, let me go to my contacts. This is actually Paula Nagel, who is a teacher in New Orleans who does fantastic things with technology. So if I wanted to, I could, because she's on, you see this green light that shows that she's available for a Skype call. I'm going to just send her an instant message. Okay, so I'm just going to say, okay, if you can read that, it says, hello, hope all is well. I am shooting a training video. Now she will get that message coming through as was an instant message. Okay, now if I were to click on my history, once that updates, it's going to pop up here on that history. Okay, now when you click on someone's profile, you will see you have stuff here like their name and sort of information like here, right here. And Skype home and contacts. So let me go here to contacts. Now, to add someone to Skype, you can search by name. Or you can search by their Skype ID name. Now, what I would do is ask people for their Skype ID name and not necessarily a name, simply because if you know your friend or you know another teacher is named Sandra Middleton from Texas, you could type in Sandra Middleton and still pull up, 50 Sandra Middletons from Texas, and even more Sandra Middletons from across the country. So you really want to get their specific ID. And so all you would do is type in, for example, let's just do this. So I could say, uh, this is a teacher that I know, but I'm not connected with him. So I'm going to do here, type in his name. Okay, so this says no matching results. So maybe he doesn't have an account or it's under a different name. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, so I typed in Stacy Diaz, and as you can see, what it will do is everyone who has that name, it will pull up their account. And to add anyone, you just simply click this green button right here, and it will send out a notice to them that you want to connect. If they say yes, then you two will be connected on Skype and can then have a Skype call. So as simple as that. So you're maybe asking yourself, or maybe not, well, what can I do with Skype? How you say I can do these great things, but how do I connect with people? How do I find partners? Well, a great way is Twitter. But for this video, we won't talk about Twitter. What we will talk about is a site called Skype in the Classroom, and they are doing amazing work with teachers and using Skype. Okay, so we're going to go to that website. Okay, so as you can see here, this is Skype in the Classroom. Now, you create an account with Skype, and you can go in and see different types of lessons. You can see different teachers who are saying, hey, I'm doing these projects. Let's just jump in there. Let's just jump in there. Okay, so this happens to be my profile. Okay, and I talk about how I'm an instructional technologist with the district looking to arrange Skype calls with teachers. Okay, so this is, and one of the things that I popped in was an ELL mystery Skype, because I know a teacher in the district is looking to do a mystery Skype, so I put this in there. Okay, now let's look at some different Skype lessons that you can see. Okay, so what you are seeing is a professor, someone's doing English as a conversation tutor. And at the University of Southern Mississippi, they actually have conversational partners for ELL students where you have this conversation with people. And now look, he's doing the same thing via Skype, in which they would talk to people to work on their grammar and everything. Peace Day Ambassador, having people to talk to students in many cultures as possible to MOPC. And what you do is you will click, okay, let's just click on it. And then it'll give you a full explanation of what these different calls are about. Now, you see right over here, the student ages range from 6 to 18. The category of this Skype call is culture. It will be in English. And you see how it says that calls are scheduled for 30 minutes and take the form of a Q&A session. And what you can do here is they say email us through the profile. Here is their email address. And to get involved with the Peace State Education Resources, you click here. And they actually have a video here. Okay, so these are storytelling lessons, language connection. Okay, this is learning about countries who speak Spanish. Haha. See, my Spanish is working. So learning about the countries that speak Spanish. See? Okay. So what you can do is also where it says social studies, you can click in and see different lessons for social studies that fall under social studies. See these different lessons right here. And then as you can see, Skype in the Classroom is actually opened up to the entire world. So you'll have teachers from all over the world and United States posting these lessons. Okay, uh, there are profiles of different teachers out there, and this is Arfa, who I actually know her from Twitter. So she does this youth empowerment work in London, where she's from, particularly in helping people discover their strengths and what they are interested in career wise. This is a professor, as you can, I mean, you can read these things hopefully. So all of these are different profiles of different teachers and educators who are actually on this site. And normally, okay, what you would do, for example, you let's say you click on their name, and they're in their profile. It tells you what they are, the categories that they belong to, the languages they speak, and the student age range in which their conversations would take place. And so, and these are partner organizations that actually work with Skype and finding uh, different Skype calls. So you have Penguin Books, see where you can Skype with this author. And so, again, these are great, great, great opportunities for you as a teacher to really bring in additional learning experiences with your students. And what I love about this for Skype lessons, okay, let me do a search. Let me type in. See if I can type in book discussion. And see what pops up. Okay, so I typed up book discussion, and I have 600 results of different educators who are looking to do book discussions via Skype. So this Wasco's Birmingham book, you hear this is about book club, literacy circle, small group discussions, and so this person talks about how they have fourth grade students and they're looking for another small group of class who can read and collaborate on projects. Uh, Book club across time zones, reading buddies, book club, discussion cards. So again, these are great, great opportunities for your students to bring in more. So with this book club, how it typically works, okay, you and another class will choose to read the same book. Or let's just say you're already reading the same book because it falls under your curriculum or approved grade level books. And what you will do is then arrange Skype calls in which you will talk about these books, whether it be using specific literary devices. Maybe you talk about character development. Maybe you have the students sort of give their impressions of the book. But whatever you choose, by these lessons, with this tool of Skype, you're able to do that. Okay, so let you watch this video for a second about how teachers are using it to give you an idea, so you can see. I mean, I've talked about it, but let's see it.
The purpose of Skype, simply put, is to bring people together this power of video. It's a window into the human side of all of us. It gives you a platform. I mean, it gives you an ability to affect, hundreds of millions of people.
We are truly, truly fortunate this morning to be able to be making a Skype call to speak with a Kenyan naturalist who is working with nobility in schools. Are you ready? Let's make the call.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, wonderfully.
Skype in the classroom, it's very much sort of a grassroots beginning. We noticed that teachers were talking about how they use Skype as a new way of actually thinking about education.
I've been teaching for a long time, and to me, school has never been about what goes on within four walls. It's always, how can we knock the walls of the school down? There's nothing that compares to being able to actually meet students and teachers and experts from someplace else in the world.
One of the most inspiring stories is between actually a school in Austin, who's actually is quite a drought-ridden place. They started working with a school in Kenya. Of course, the school in Kenya experts in this area.
What we've been doing is tree planting, and we came up with bloom harvesting so that they can harvest rainwater during the rain season.
That's cool. Watching my students experience this was one of the most incredible moments for me as a teacher.
You can see them, you can see their facial expressions and them smiling when they talk. It's just like, oh my gosh, the kids in Kenya are just like we are.
After an experience like today, it's hard not to just think, wow, there are people out there who really want to better the world and are working for it. We can actually do something.
We took it to the next level and said, couldn't we help bring resources and projects together? It could be language teachers, for example, subject matter experts, but also things like co-teaching.
To have a platform like this where we can sign up and create a circle of learning, for me as a teacher, I can't ask for anything more.
There's a sort of theme that emerged, which was much bigger than just bringing people together. It was sort of breaking down not only time zones, but cultural barriers, literally shrinking them down. That's why Peace One Day is so powerful.
With the support of Skype, we have created a global education resource focused on Peace Day. And Skype is the best way of reaching out to young people around the world.
The thing that's most important about it is, how do you educate people in general about peace? Well, it turns out, especially with kids, that they're very open. We could actually start to change the way people think about different cultures, no matter where you are in the world.
Okay, I know the video is moving. Enough of the video, but I just wanted to give you an idea to see, just how teachers are using Skype in the classroom and what you can do and how you as an educator can benefit from it and how your students can benefit from it. Later on, I'm going to be doing another training with some specific Skype lessons that you can use and that you can do. Again, I hope this introductory video to Skype really whets your thirst about learning more about it and how you can use it. I thank you for viewing. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. Thank you.